Yes, okay, yay. So I think you guys can hear me now. Yes, you can definitely hear me. Okay, so welcome back to Tales of Olympus, and the podcast where we dive into the wildest, most dramatic, and sometimes just downright unbelievable stories from Greek mythology. I'm your host, Ariel, and today we are coming to you with our first official Wednesday travel update from my holiday location. And so this is episode 2. Episode 2. So I'm updating twice a week, if you didn't know that. So there will be 4 episodes while I'm traveling in this secret location. Alright. Today we are changing things up. Before I give you more hints, well, not really hints, before I tell you about myths of where in the world I am, I want to test your brains. You see, being in this incredible place has made me think about how the core of every great mythology, starts with its heavy hitters, the primary rulers who run the whole show. So, to get our minds ready for this massive clash of cosmic rulers, we are starting today with a 10-question Greek mythology pop quiz. Includes Percy Jackson. Okay? Lock your answers in your brain. Let's see if you can get a perfect score before we meet the divine powerhouse squad of my vacation spot. Alright, question number 1. Who is the Greek goddess of victory, whose name literally means victory, and who is basically the ultimate hype woman on Olympus? The answer is Nike! If you guessed the shoe brand, you're technically right, but she was a goddess first. You guys, if you wanted to know more about minor gods, you can go listen to our episode, the 2-part episode, Minor Gods, Major Respect. And in case if you didn't know that, it was the season 5 episode 1 and 2. Alright, let's continue. Question 2. What is the name of the magical invisible force that hides the true divine world of gods and monsters from normal human eyes? Here's a hint. It's from Percy Jackson. The answer is the mist. If you're a demigod, you see right through it. Question 3. Which Greek hero had to complete 12 labors, including fighting a multi-headed hydra and cleaning some seriously gross stables? The answer is Heracles, or Hercules if you're going by his Roman name. Yup, and if you want to hear more about the 12 labors, you can go listen to our season 2 episode 1, 2, and 3. Alright, next question. This one is very easy. Who is the goddess of wisdom and battle strategy, who literally sprang fully formed and wearing armor straight out of Zeus's head? The answer is Athena! Talk about a massive headache for Zeus. And if you're new here and you want to hear more about Athena, you can go listen to back when I was very young. That was 1 year ago. Can you guys believe it? Anyways, go listen to season 1, episode 6 to learn more about the birth of Athena and how she is exact opposites with Ares, the god of war. And listen to the season 1, episode 7 to learn more about the rivalry between Athena and Poseidon. Anyways, back to the story. Well, quiz. Question 5. What is the name of Poseidon's signature three-pronged weapon that he uses to cause earthquakes and control the ocean waves? The answer is the trident. Do not confuse it with a regular fork. Poseidon's my favorite god, by the way. And of course, if you want to hear more about Poseidon and his weapons, go listen to Season 1, Episode 7, the one that we talked about, which includes Athena and Poseidon. And also, listen to Season 1, Episode 10 to learn more about Poseidon and his brother, Hades. Alright, question 6. Which god is the ultimate prankster, the messenger of the gods, and the guide to the underworld, who rocks awesome flying shoes? The answer is Hermes, the original delivery guy. Send everything you need with Hermes Express, the fastest. Yep, our favorite god, Hermes. Question 7. Who is the lord of the underworld who got stuck with the dark, gloomy basement of the world, while his brothers got the sky and the sea? Don't say his name too loudly. The answer is Hades. He's actually pretty rich, well, the richest, because all of the gems in the underground. Don't mistake him for being a bad ruler, because he's actually a fair, nice dude. Question 8. What is the name of the winged horse born from Medusa's neck who became the ultimate trusty sidekick for heroes? The answer is... Can you guys guess? Pegasus! You can go listen Season 3, Episode 6 to learn more about Excuse me, guys, I said it wrong. I meant Season 3, Episode 8 for Bellerophon, the flying horse of destiny, and the hero who flew too high. Learn more about the story between the Bellerophon and Pegasus Poseidon brothers. Alright, question 9. Which titan held up the entire weight of the celestial heavens on his shoulders as a punishment from Zeus? The answer is Atlas. Definitely the ultimate workout champion. Question 10. Who is the goddess of the hunt and the moon, and who swears to stay independent and runs around the woods with her awesome squad of hunters? The answer is Artemis. How did you guys do? Let me know your scores in the comments. Now that we've refreshed our memory on the main Greek gods who rule Mount Olympus, you're perfectly primed for this. Because just like the Greeks have Kronos, Rhea, and the Titans before the Olympians took over, the ancient myths here have a massive family tree that starts with two primordial creator gods named Izanagi and Izanami. They stood on a floating bridge in the heavens and stirred the ocean with a jeweled spear to form the very first islands. But the real drama begins with their first three more powerful children, born from Izanagi in a super magical way. They are known as the Mihashira no Yuzunomiko, which is a fancy way of saying three noble children. They are basically the big three of this culture, and their sibling rivalry is just like Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. First up is the leader of them all, Amaterasu. She was born when Izanagi washed his left eye, and she is the glorious goddess of the sun and the universe. She rules over the high celestial plains, which is their version of Mount Olympus. She's kind of like a mashup of Apollo and Athena, because she represents blinding light, absolute authority, justice, and order. In ancient times, the royal rulers of this country claimed they were directly descended from her. So yeah, she's kind of a big deal. Next is her brother, Tsukuyomi. He was born when Izanagi washed his right eye, and he is the god of the moon and the night sky. At first, he and his sister Amaterasu actually lived together and ruled the skies as a team. But one day, they had a massive falling out over a terrible argument at a banquet. Amaterasu was so completely furious at him that she declared she would never look at him again. So she moved away to a completely different part of the sky, which is the mythological logic reason why the sun and the moon are totally separated and we have day and night. It's like the ultimate silent treatment on a cosmic scale. And finally, there's the absolute wild card of the family, Susanoo. He was born when Izanagi washed his nose, and he is the god of storms, the sea, and chaos. If you think Poseidon has a bad temper, Susanoo is next level. He was so loud and rowdy that his crying caused rivers to dry up and mountains to shake. Susanoo didn't want to follow the rules, and he got kicked out of the heavens by his sister Amaterasu after destroying her beautiful rice fields during a massive tantrum. But he's not just a troublemaker. He's also a monster slayer. When he was banished to the mortal world, he ended up rescuing a family by defeating a terrifying, colossal 8-headed dragon named Yamata no Orochi. He got the monster drunk on magical beverage, chopped off its head, and discovered a legendary sword hidden inside the dragon's tail. He gave the sword to his sister to make peace, which became one of the country's most sacred treasures. That's cool, isn't it? So over here, instead of a sky king, a sea king, and an underworld king, the entire universe is run by a rivalry between the sun, moon, and the storm. Did this cosmic lineup give you any extra clues about what country I'm exploring? Don't forget to drop your guesses in the comments, and keep an eye on this week's weekends because another episode is dropping soon. And as always, my name is Ariel. I'm 11 years old, and I will see you next episode. Bye!